So here we are with the first impressions of the Bravia 8 Mark II. As you can clearly see right there, here are some of the things they offer. I skipped the unboxing process this time. The most important things that you need to know though is that this stand is really wide because of the way that they make it. It will hang off the side of a table just like that. But fortunately, if you look at the feet will catch because of the way that they designed it, so it will hold. The entire TV feels very cheaply made, like really cheaply made, out of all plastic, outside of just the tiniest portion of bezel right here. So do keep that in mind, but let's turn this thing on to see what it's got. Now, one thing that's extremely evident before we get started turning on the TV and all that is just how cheap the remote looks. Right down to having these weird plastic speckles versus brushed metal on a TV this expensive. Literally just feels cheap. There's no other way to describe it. It just feels so shoddy and just garbage, really. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's nice that they have the crunchy roll button because, you know, I'm an anime fan or whatever, but the rest of the remote is pretty much cooked for me. This is not a $3,000 experience at all, as you clearly see what it used to look like last year. Perspective is everything. All right, so now we turn on the TV for the first time. And it will literally go through the same prompts that it always does through the Sony TV. We're just kind of waiting to see what this one's going to do. As far as, again, if there's anything new or what have you. The startup process is longer than most. Normally, you should just be able to fire up your TV, you turn on, and that's it. This one is taking a considerable amount of time. I forgot how long Sony's take to turn on. Very annoying. We're what, 40 seconds in after booting up a television, just waiting? Still waiting? That took 47 seconds. Do better, Sony. For $3,000, definitely do better. Now, we're met with the welcome page and we're going to start off doing what we usually do. We're going to select English. So after we set our country for United States, again, we're going to be taken to the next prompt. They're going to ask you if you want to do the Google TV setup or if you want to do the basic TV setup. I always do the basic TV setup. After they ask you for your Wi-Fi information, then you're going to be met with this. This is Google's forced terms of service that they do every year, where they just basically say, accept the terms of service. And if you don't want to, take the TV back. It's irritating, but they're not changing. And that basically is the startup process. Now we're going to go into, I believe, a few more pieces of information they want to ask you. See? Bravia experience now. So now you're going to start. I mean, that's how the TV should start up when you just turn it on. It should dive you in like that, but they don't. Something maybe Sony could think about at a later date if they want to, I guess. I don't know. More terms of service, just agree. I mean, it's all you really can do anyway. We're scrolling down. We're going to agree and proceed. And then we're going to do voice recognition. We're going to skip to next. We're going to skip next. Power saving, want all that shit off. Then we're going to skip the setup right now. We're going to skip that part as well. Then it's going to ask us tabletop or wall mount. I'm going to do tabletop stand. And then we're going to do the acoustic calibration. And then we're going to do while using the app. Fuck it. Why not? I think you start it. And it says cannot. I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm just going to skip it and go to the next. I don't know what happened with it, but to hell with it. Never had that happen before, by the way, on a Sony TV where it just did that. But okay. So instead of starting off with the retail demo, I guess we probably should, to see if they have a new retail demo. So we'll say yes, and we'll just wait for the retail demo. It says demo mode, and we're just gonna allow it to play the media, and just there's looping content on HDMI 1. I'll have it do right, and then we'll just click finish, and then we're done. Okay, and that's basically it. That's the entire process. And it just dumps you here on the screen. And it's really, really blue. I see that straight away. One of the first things that I do see. So we're going to go over to the demo section, see if we can't force it to start looping. Okay. Now the demo's going to start, I presume, so that we can get our first impressions, or maybe not. I guess we have to wait here on this menu for a little bit. And I'll come back when the demo finally decides to start, I guess. But it still has the same little mosaic type of pattern on the no signal screen that it's had since like 2019. Nothing new there either. I mean, it really is feeling like something familiar for me, but if you're new to this experience, then you probably won't notice. Okay, so here we are with the Sony Bravia 8 Mark II. And off rip, I can guarantee this picture is going to look like crap to pretty much everybody looking at it. It does not look impressive. So we're going to try to go and see why the hell this looks so bad. I mean, so very bad. So we're going to start by going into our picture settings. If I go into picture and sound and try to figure out what the hell. Because it's bright, but vivid. That's the first thing I notice. Okay, so let's get a real picture preset on. This is standard. Standard is considerably dimmer. This is cinema versus standard. This is professional, which is dimmer than fuck. This is calm, whatever that's supposed to be. Photo mode, IMAX enhanced mode. All right, these are all the modes that Sony has to offer us this year. So I'll stick with standard out of the box. This is just what they give you. And again, out of the box, no. Like, absolutely not. Like, it just looks terrible. This is a very, very blue picture with no real skin tones. I mean, I don't understand it. Now, I already knew this because this is at Judd Voss white point, but you really do see what it does to colors and how it just makes everything blue. That's literally the only thing that it does, is make everything blue. I don't even know how any professional could look at this and go, wow, this is amazing. Like, dude, the baseline for this TV is in hell. Like, this TV is not looking good out of the box at all. You are going to have to calibrate this. There are no two ways about it. There's no mixing words with that. And that means that you, after spending well over $2,000 for this display, you're going to have to then fork out at least another $500 to hire a local calibrator to do this, if you don't join my membership for $4.99 and get the settings that I will create later on. But for an immediate fix today, you're going to have to hire somebody. Because I just got the TV. I don't have settings right now. That's coming later. But I mean, already off rip, I can totally see that it's got some issues with being blue. Now, if we look past that, the sharpness does appear to be there. It's a very clear picture. I can see that even with them absolutely ruining the image and not knowing how to utilize it. I mean, it still is a clear enough picture that a lot of people will be happy with it for sure. The jury's out on the motion for right now. I have to test that across a multitude of different content pieces. It looks like it could be okay. I mean, hopefully it's better than last year. We'll have to test that. But, I mean, it's nothing impressive. Now, again, to be fair, I've never been impressed with any TV out of the box. I think they all need a shit ton of work out of the box. But, I mean, it's okay for right now. I mean, it looks dead, like right there. Her face looks horrible. That's why I don't get how anybody took this out of the box and was like, this is a king of TV. Like, no, it's not. No, I'm not seeing that at all out of the box. I'm seeing a lot of work I need to do. That I'm seeing, and I'm not excited about it because, I mean, who would be excited about seeing a shit ton of work they have to do on something after just buying it? And this is going to be a shit ton of work. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. To get it to my standard, there's literally no way. There's literally no way. Because this is going to be, it's going to be work. And undoubtedly, this is probably going to be one of the bigger before and afters that I've done. Like, probably ever. Really, because, like, as I look at it, that's definitely what it's going to be. Now, this is totally random also for a first impression video, but you know what I just noticed, too? Because I have the old A95L remote. The A95L remote also was backlit upon pickup. This new remote doesn't even have a fucking backlight in it. Like, it's so fucking cheap. You literally just pick it up and it's just a regular plain ass remote. Like, Sony's really fucking lazy this year. Like, that really just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm looking down because I'm holding both the remotes right now. And I see this one, when I move it, it's got some lights in it. And this one doesn't have no fucking lights. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, that's some absolute fucking horse shit. Like, that for $3,000 launch price, like, that's total shit. And for the over $2,000 you're going to pay on sale, horse shit. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that. That's some bullshit. That actually genuinely rubbed me the wrong way that they would make a downgrade like that. Give us the entry-level remote that they would give somebody buying the Bravia 7 and then charge us the fucking markup price for the Sony Bravia 8 Mark II. Like, that's some bullshit. And then you don't have the Bravia cam, as I mentioned. You got the spot for it, but they took out the Bravia cam too. And I'm not going to lie, it puts a sour taste in the mouth. It does. Now, that doesn't take anything away from what I'm going to do with the picture quality, but for those things, we actually needed to address that because that was ridiculous bullshit, and I think I'm the only YouTuber in existence to use that exact terminology and language for what they did with this year and the remote, period, is bullshit. No other way to call it. As far as the picture out of the box, though, I've seen a lot better than this, especially from Sony. This is not great. Now, we're going to go through and see what else they have to offer under the brightness tab. Is there anything new this year, or is it exactly the same as last year? I'm going to go ahead and push the brightness to high since this TV can use the high brightness. As far as colors and everything, they love that live color shit. They've got the color temperature on neutral by default in standard mode. Sharpness is at 60. I mean, I don't know why you need to do that. Their motion flow options, what do they do with that one? They have it on custom. Okay. And auto, I imagine, is every bit as crappy as it always has been. They don't give you different presets, and it's up to you to figure out the rest. Typical Sony there. It's kind of bare bones, I'm not going to lie. I mean, what are our color space options? I mean, you don't really see them, but let's see what we got. We got BT 709, DCI P3, Adobe RGB, and BT 2020, same as always. So these are all the color spaces that we have access to. So, I mean, it's the same as last year with that. So that's at least good, but first impressions, guys, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna need a lot of work. I mean, it has potential, but it just looks like a lot of work, to be very honest with you. So I'll get to work and I'll see what it can do, and then I'll get back to you guys. But as always, I want to thank you for watching the #1 brand in honesty. As far as the first impression video, this is a rather unimpressive, mediocre TV in every area but sharpness. The sharpness is nice, but Sony is always good for sharpness. But we're not going to take that away from them just because they always do it, because, from one year to the next, it could turn into crap too. So I'll give them the credit for the sharpness, but everything else needs a lot of work, and I'm not going to sugarcoat that. So we'll see what we can do. Let me know what you guys want to see on this and things of that nature. But as always, I want to, again, thank you for watching the #1 brand in honesty. This has been the first impressions, not a review. First impressions. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later.